money talks, bullshit walks. A lot of the people that I met in rehab, and it's not good. Got a big, it goes up your butt. Everybody is full of shit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another very special episode of the Donald J. Trump podcast. You know, a lot of people on the internet, they're very upset at me. Oh, he bashed Keighley. I call her milquetoast macadamia because she misrepresented poll. She misrepresented. I'm at 100. DeSanctimonious is at 1. And she said, oh, he's at 98 and DeSanctimonious is at 2. Look, people are saying, I would never do that. I would never do that. Well, guess what? Remember 2016? Everything I did, people would say, I would never do that. I would never do that. And then what happened? Did I become, I don't know, did I become a congressman? Did I start working at 7-Eleven? Did I become a janitor? No. I became the president of the United States of America, okay? And here we are again. I'm running very strongly. And people are saying, I would never do that. Why is he doing that? Well, I'm trying to do the same thing I did in 2016, which is become a president to take back our country. We need to take back our country. And people say, look, I have a method. We call it method. You're either with me, you're with me, like my beautiful wife, Mcenany, she's with me, or you're against me. There's no middle ground, because the second I give people leeway, the second I give people the chance to sit on the fence, you know what happens when you sit on a fence? It goes up your butt, and it's not good. You don't want fences up your butt. It's not good, so people know. You got to instill fear in people. They say, oh, well, my boss wants me to be a little Desantis. No, you're either pro-Trump or you're dead. You're dead to me. So that's how I operate, and that's how I win. Now, look, folks, moving on, because we're moving on, and we're moving on very strongly. I have some sad news, and I know what you're thinking. Sad? What could be sad? What could be sad? You're ahead in the polls. You're winning big. You're winning with the highly educated. You're winning with the poorly educated. We love the poorly educated. But the Donald J. Trump podcast, which is doing great, better than anyone, better than Rogan, better than anybody for that matter, has decided to amicably part ways from the Rap Snacks Corporation. As you know, for, let's see, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. For 8 months now, we've had a great relationship with Rap Snacks, particularly Little Boosie's Louisiana Heat. Of course, we used to have the prop. We would show it, but it was stolen by a guy named Babyface Pepino. But I was told of some disturbing information about Little Boosie Badass. Some things he said about me, not good. Without further ado, we'll roll the tape and you'll understand why we decided to amicably part ways with the Rap Snacks Corporation. Although it's been great, we sold a lot of Rap Snacks. But take a look, it's not good.
I think he'll go out shooting. I think he'll go out in a room like Scarface. I don't really see presidents doing time. Like, it seems like that president gonna always cover it up. They gotta show me like Trump a motherfucker. Like Trump is a mother. And you gotta put him in the jail. You know, if he ain't wanna leave the White House, you think he going to jail quietly? If he ain't wanna leave the White House, you think Donald Trump going to jail quietly? You better bring the Navy SEAL. That's what you better bring. That man is not going to jail quietly. Sit in the jail. He didn't want to leave the White House.
Yep.
Sit in the jail. Hey, they better know what they up again.
So you don't think he's gonna go to jail?
Nah.
Nah. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 with it.
I think he might, if they put a warrant out.
Well, there you have it. Such a disgrace. He said I wouldn't leave. First off, I did leave. I made a speech, and then I went up in the helicopter. I said, have a nice life. We'll be back in some form. My children were crying because we're winners. We don't accept losing. And we didn't lose. We were treated very unfairly. But it's not good. I don't like his tone. And then there was another video. I'm looking here on YouTube. Boosie on how Trump made Lil Pump look like a house N-word. You call it house N-word. The only N-word I've been using is nuclear. It's not good. If you look at what's happening, they want to blow us all up. We're going to get back in there. We're going to fix it. But he said, first off, Lil Pump, I don't use N-word. And I don't believe in house N-word, field N-word. I don't see it. I don't see it. I just have a great relationship with the people, so very unfair. So we're amicably ending our relationship with the Rap Snacks Corporation. Although we have been in talks with some people. You look at Kodak Black. You look at Da Baby. We've been talking to Da Baby about potentially partnering on a deal. Advertising on the podcast, perhaps not just chips, but also lots of things. We're looking at different drinks, different things with different members of the hip hop community. But we're looking into it. But look, enough of that. More to come, but enough of that. We have a sponsor that's great. They don't talk crap. They don't say I'm going to go out shooting like Scarface, which I actually kind of like that because I'm not going to jail. But we have a great sponsor. They're loyal. They're tremendous. We call it Patriot Cigar Company. 1776. Look at that cigar. Look at that cigar. The fake news. They won't show it, so we have to show it on my own show. But they're a great company. Use promo code DJTPOD for 15% off. And I got to tell you, I never drank. I never smoked. I never did drugs. Everybody in the 70s and 80s were running around sniffing cocaine. Never touched it. Never touched it. That's why I have all this energy now. Everybody else burnt themselves out in 84, in 92. They were all in rehab. But I'll admit, I tried a Patriot cigar. And I do everything big. So I did Patriot Cigar big. I went overdose. I went overboard and I became addicted. I actually just checked out. And you know what? I'm not too proud to admit it. I actually had to go to rehab because I enjoyed Patriot Cigars so much that I went to rehab. But I'm sitting around a bunch of losers. They're like, oh, I was, performing sex acts on men for more crack. I said, I never did a sex act. I've got billions and billions of dollars. And they're like, oh, well, cool for you. And I was like, I was also president. And they were like, great, we live in our mom's basement. But I had to go to rehab. But you know what? Through strength and stamina and very strongly by faith in, but we call it God. We love God, Jesus up there. We love him. And they talk about Jesus. My faith has been strengthened through rehab. And I gave it up. But I still promote it to the people because some people, I just go overboard. My brother Fred, he died of alcoholism. We don't do small measures. We go crazy. But you know what? I think perhaps I could still take a few puffs on Sundays or holidays like Memorial Day just passed. Great Memorial Day weekend. Matter of fact, speaking of Memorial Day, DJ T-Pod, 15% off. It's the best. I got out of rehab. I was strong. My family, they all welcomed me back. And I had a little message from Memorial Day. Take a look. Take a look at this clip, okay? My fellow Americans, I want to wish you all a happy Memorial Day weekend, and frankly, I think it's going to be very happy. And let's not forget that this is a holiday to remember our fallen, those who fought so hard to protect our great country. And but let's also not forget that we're fighting to take back our country from some horrible people. And I have a quote here from Rob or Ron, some people call him Meatball, DeSanctimonious. And I said, I can't believe that Ron said such a thing, but it's a quote here from Ron. This is a quote from DeSanctimonious. I hate Memorial Day. There you go. You have it right here. I couldn't believe it. I refused to believe it, but there's a lot of people saying they saw it and they heard it. And they're talking about it all over the place. So, you have it here. The evidence, you could call it evidence, you could call it whatever you want, but it's not good. So look, in closing, stay safe, have a great Memorial Day, and frankly, it's going to be huge, okay? Believe me. Look at that dance. Unbelievable. Well, there you have it. Such a disgrace. While I was doing a great speech on Memorial Day weekend about DeSanctimonious, exposing him in the hatred, so much hatred, pure hatred in his heart. And I've got a great heart, a big, beautiful heart, and I love the people. But while this was all going on, and I talked about it on Truth, look at that, 50 deaths through gun violence in Chicago. And I'm talking about it. People ignore it, but I've been exposing it. They've been committed by none other than former Chicago mayor herself. That's right. Lori Lightfoot has been going around committing drive-bys, shooting young black men. She shot a lot of the rappers who were killed. You look at a lot of the people. There was the guy, what the heck was his name? The guy that everybody was talking about in L.A. That was Lori. And I want to show you this disturbing footage of Lori doing a drive-by. She's not being held accountable. Meanwhile, they want to lock up Trump. And I did nothing wrong. I never shot anybody. I never got into a car and did a drive-by. Boom. These people are sick, but take a look. This is footage of drive-by done by Lori Lightfoot. Take a look.
My name is Yolanda, Yolanda. Get down. Just stay down and get down.
Yeah, that happened. We are getting brand new video into our...
There you go. Woman is doing an interview. Lightfoot comes by, boom, 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 shooting young African-American men because she just wants to see them die. Me, I get them out of prison. I signed partnerships with them, selling delicious snacks, which recently ended, but we're going to find new. We're going to replace Little Boosie with somebody new. I'm really liking DaBaby right now. We had lunch at Mar-a-Lago the other day. Great guy. I like his ideas. But you see, it's sick what's happening with Lightfoot. And then, DeSanctimonious, the NAACP, they banned him. We talked about it last week. So much hatred of the blacks. I think he's teaming up with Lightfoot. And they're going to start doing drive-bys together. These are sick people. These are very sick people, okay? But I want to talk to you now about something that's plaguing our country, and it's stupid people. It's idiots. I want to show you a great comedian, this guy Jason Scoop. Handsome, smart, young, comedy. He does it all over. And a great blowing up. They call it blowing up on the internet. He posted a funny video of him pretending to be me, but it was Hood Trump. They call it Hood Trump. And he went into the bodega and ordered a JAP Cheese. Take a look at this video, and I want to show you some of the stupid comments that he was getting. Take a look.
All right, look, I want a JAP Cheese. You know how I like it.
Okay. Would you like ketchup on it?
Very bigly. Extra ketchup, very strongly. That I can tell you. And, of course, the grape. We love the grape.
You got it, sir.
Well, there you have it. Nice, funny video. Nice, clean comedy. We're not being politically correct. But then some smart aleck has to comment. Take a look here. He goes, Trump doesn't smoke cigarettes. Yeah, duh. Okay, it's called joke. And then Mr. Scoop, great guy, smart guy. He's got a big, beautiful brain. He commented, yeah, Trump doesn't wear backwards hats or order JAP cheeses from bodegas. That's not true. I did it once. I ordered a JAP cheese from a bodega one time in August 1994. But that's another story for another day. And he doesn't drink grape soda either, okay? I don't drink grapes. I drink Diet Coke. I drink tremendous drinks. I never drank grape soda, but it's jokes. But people don't get jokes. People are very stupid. And people, they don't think. They just go with whatever the crowd says. And that's why we end up with people like Ron DeSanctimonious, because he's broke the first law of 48 laws of power. It's 48 laws of power, just the simple laws to gain power. And he broke law one, don't outshine the master. I've mentioned this before. When I came down that escalator in June of 2015, I didn't think I would get here. It was publicity. I wanted to sell some more ties, some more steaks, some more Trump waters. But then something happened, and people started resonating with the message. And I remember there was an article, and somebody on my team, we don't like the leakers, but they leaked, and they said, Trump, after Mobile, Alabama, I did a rally in September 2015, 30,000 people, and I saw they all had the hats, and they were chanting, Trump, we want Trump, we want Trump. And there was no turning back after that. And then I became president. And then you have also stupid people. They say, Trump only cares about himself. Yeah, I'm very cocky. I'm very arrogant. I'm narcissistic. I love myself. But that's why I want to do great deals for our country. Because when you're I'm a businessman, okay? And when I'm president, I look at this country as my corporation. And that corporation is an extension of me. So if Trump is cocky, yeah, you want a cocky guy. Because I'm doing great deals for my company, which happens to be called the United States of America. And that's why the economy was so great. You look at it now and they say, oh, Trump is divisive. Well, you know what'll bring people back together? Money, okay? You'll have less fighting in the streets, less drive-bys by Lori Lightfoot when people have money. Okay, people aren't fighting about religion. People aren't fighting as much about race. People aren't fighting as much about anything. Boyfriends, girlfriends, 90% of divorces because money. When people have money, everybody gets along. It'll be like the Cosby Show. Just kumbaya, la-di-da-di-da, greatness. But people are too stupid. The idiots who run Fox News, these are all people highly educated. They're dumb. They're dumb. The smart people are the construction workers. You see them on the Long Island Railroad. They're smart. The people in the hood, a lot of the people that I met in rehab from my cigar addiction, they're smart. They're much smarter than the people who make the big decisions up top. But the people up top, they get there because of nepotism, because of a lot of things. And then you got somebody like Lightfoot who slips through the cracks. They use identity politics. Oh, I'm a lesbian. I'm black. I look like Beetlejuice. That's another minority community. People who look like Beetlejuice, they get ahead, but they don't. They lose. And now they're back, complaining about limousine companies. We talked about that. Google it. Look it up. Look up Lori Lightfoot limousine company. Yelp. She got called out. Horrible person. Now she's murdering young black men. Most people are stupid. Not in this country. I'm not bashing our country. I'm bashing the world. Most people are stupid. I'm a lot smarter than most. But I'm getting a little sick and tired of... So now, okay, so I become president. I do a great job. It's stolen. FBI, everything rigged. Durham report, everything's rigged. Now they're throwing 75 indictments at me. But it's okay because I'm going to walk back into the nomination and then I fight Joe, who doesn't even know he's alive. But then you got Meatball, who decides to waddle his way into the race. Well, it's great to be here. The guy is such a nerd. And once again, stupidity. I hate stupid people, except for the ones who vote for Trump. We love the poorly educated who vote for Trump. We love you. But not good. So we're beating Ron. If you look at every poll, look at all the polls. We got poll. I'm way ahead. I don't know who's advising him. I don't know if you could call it suicide mission. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. And his wife really creeps me out, okay? She gives Stepford Housewives vibes, okay? That I can tell you. It's not good. Now, folks, I want to remind you, Father's Day is coming up. I'm on Cameo.com. I want to show you a clip of Cameo I did recently for a woman, grandmother, great lady. Take a look. The people love it. We'll put the link below so you can order a Cameo. It's great for Father's Day. It's great for birthdays and graduation season. It's great for anything, really. Great for anything. Take a look.
I'm Donald Trump. Nobody knows happiness like I know happiness, and you're a smart lady. We hear you're a very big fan of Donald Trump, and look, I'm a big fan of you. I'm a big fan of all the people of America. We want to make our country great. We want to bring back the jobs. We want to bring back our economy, our low gas prices, everything. We want to get the fentanyl off the streets. We hear you were a drug and alcohol detox counselor. You worked in that field, and I always told the kids, and you know this, Max, nobody knows it better than you. And I would always tell the kids, no drinking, no alcohol, no drugs, no cigarettes. But I always told the kids, when you're a smart woman, you got a big, beautiful brain up there, but you know it. You know it better than anyone. You got Sleepy Joe, but I call it the Benadryl administration. These other people pour through the border. It's such a horror. It's such a disgrace. But we're going to get back in there. We're going to fix it. You know, your grandson, great guy. I mean, you really raised a wonderful grandchild because he's got strength, he's got stamina, he's smart like you. And a lot in common in this family. But he reached out, he said, Mr. Trump, Mr. President, could you send a little happy birthday message to my grandmother, Darlene? I love my Darlene so strongly. And I said, you know what, Devin? You got yourself a deal. Okay, look, I got deals. Right?
Well, there you have it. I'm making elderly people happy. Meanwhile, DeSanctimonious wants to kill elderly people. He wants to raise the Social Security age to 90. You see it? People are talking about it. It's horrible. But meanwhile, Donald Trump is making older people happy in parks on Memorial Day. And that's what I do. DeSanctimonious just wants to push them off a cliff. Nasty guy, okay? Horrible person. Now, folks, I want to remind you all to click like, smash that like button, and hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new episodes are out, and really all sorts of videos we post all sorts of vlogs and skits and all sorts of things. It's tremendous. But so don't forget to do that, because the haters and losers, they don't want you to do that, okay? They want you to be in the dark. They want you to be asleep. But I'm fighting the good fight, and I'm doing it all by myself, because a lot of the people are, the conservatives. Like I said, I think that's going to be the title of this episode. Everybody's stupid. Everybody's an idiot. They spend so much time. I'm talking about let's bring back energy. Let's fix the border. All people want to talk about is trans. And trans is the biggest moneymaker in the world, because it's a huge moneymaker for people doing it. The doctors and you feel like a girl or you're a boy. Let's make you a girl. Oh, you're a boy, you want to be a girl? And then the conservatives, they know it gets clicks. So they talk. Everybody is buying Lamborghinis and Jeeps and Ferraris and a boat and a yacht talking about trans. But what they don't realize is 20 years ago, there was about 2% of the population was trans, and they were real people with gender dysphoria. But now it's becoming cool. Like, Pokemon cards were in the 90s and in the 80s. You had the Tamagotchis or something. At one point they had, bell bottoms were cool. Now it's just becoming, and kids who maybe feel like they're not popular, they don't have friends. Oh, if I become trans, society loves me, everybody loves me, I'm a hero. You have groups of kids, 5 little girls, they all decide to become boys at once. So what the conservatives don't understand is talking nonstop trans. They're literally making more trans people, but I don't think they care, because they're getting clicks. So everybody is full of shit except for Donald Trump. I'm a real winner. And now DeSanctimonious is saying, Trump is running to the left of me. This isn't the 2015, 2016 Trump. He did the First Step Act. The guy makes me want to puke. He literally makes me want to vomit. Worse than Ted Cruz, worse than Jeb Bush. Awful. But look, stop talking about trans for 1 second. Although we like the boycotts, we're great boycotts, because money, right? Money talks, bullshit walks. And you look at Target, you look at Bud Light, they're feeling it. It's something to combat the ESG, because companies used to care about profit. Now they don't. They care about the ESG score. BlackRock, World Economic Forum. I mean, these people are trying to put chips in our heads, okay? And they're ruining the world. So the boycotts are good. I liken it to the Montgomery bus boycott of the 60s. With the African Americans, they said back of the bus, but they didn't want to sit at the back of the bus. You look at Rosa Parks, you look at a lot of people. I was there. But, and they said, we're going to walk to work. They walk 15, 30, 50, 60 miles. Then I would say the Target and Bud Light boycott is pretty much on par with that. It's the same thing. Walking 60 miles to work and not drinking horrible beer, I would say. They're just like that. They're just, it's really, you can call it history repeating itself. You can call it whatever you want. But speaking of black kids, I was promoting the great book, Winners Aren't Losers. And I was reading it to some kids. But before I show you this clip, I want to show you our horrible, sleepy, dead president, talking to these same kids. I came in there, I said, Biden, get out of the way. Let me teach these underprivileged inner cities, African-American children of color how to read. But take a look at Biden with the black kids screaming about hairy legs again. He's always going on about the hairy legs. Take a look. Such a disgrace.
I'm the president, Biden of the United States. Come here. No, we want it. Look, no serious dates until you're 35, and that's okay. We love the kids. And, when I was a kid, I had hairy legs. And they turned blonde in the summer. Come here, cameraman, get closer, guys. This is a good friend. Look, I was a lifeguard. And hairy legs. And they turned blonde in the summer. And the little kids call them roaches. They come up and rub. And I love the kids. And I say, come here, kid. And that's okay. And Corn Pop, look at this kid. Come here, kid. Come here. Look at that, we're sniffing his hair. Corn Pop was a bad dude. And that's okay. I'm the president of the United States of America.
You the great president.
Hey, That's this kid. Look, hey, poor kids are just poor kids are just as smart as excuse me. You don't vote for me. You ain't black.
Absolute horror. Now here you have Donald Trump sweep in. I said, Sleepy Joe, get out of here. Get back there with Kamala, cackling Kamala, laughing about everything. You people are horrible, sick. And I taught the black kids how to read. Take a look.
We're here with Mini Trump and Messiah. Say hello to the camera, Messiah. That's the fake news. That's the fake. Say the fake news, Messiah. Fake news. Say it, kids. Fake news. Fake news. Turn around and look at that. Call it the fake news.
Fake news.
Call it. Now, Messiah, read from that book, Messiah. Read from the book.
We're reading about Messiah.
Winners aren't losers.
Winners do deals and winners get rich.
And show the camera.
Show them what it says. That's Trump.
That's right. Unbelievable.
While Sam, little losers just sit there and bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Uh-oh. He said a curse word. You got to put $1 in the jar.
Go ahead and read it. See, in a bit.
Come here, man. Come here.
This dog is a loser.
And frankly, I pity it. The dog did bad deals. This dog is an idiot. Show the people.
The dog is an idiot.
The dog is an idiot. Come here, kids. Gather around, kids. Get in the shot, kids. We call it get in the shot, and we're doing it so strongly. Unbelievable. We win so bigly with the children, especially the African American children, and they love the book. Winners aren't losers. Look at that woman. There we go. Come here. We're going to turn the page. Come on, Isaac. Come on, Messiah.
Well, there you have it. Sleepy Joe was creeping the kids out, talking about hairy legs. I taught them how to read. And you know what? We smoked a few. I handed out Patriot cigars to the children. You got to start somewhere, okay? We all smoked. We had a great time. This is before I went into rehab. Now I only do 1 puff a week, but it was great. We love the children. We love them so strongly, and we had a great time, okay? Unbelievable. I also picked up an endorsement from Queen Latifah, a great celebrity endorsement. Take a look. We bumped into her in Times Square, and she was like, Mr. Trump, I love you. I'm voting for you. Take a look.
Well, we're here with Queen Latifah, and I told her you were so big in the 90s. You did so great. Queen Angel, but some people call it Latifah. We remember you from the 90s in that great movie, New Jack City, right? With Ice-T and Chris Rock, where he played the Pookie, right? We call it Pookie, and we call it Pookie very strongly, but you were great in that movie with the soundtrack, and it's a wonderful thing. Come here, sweetheart. We love you so strongly. We love you. Unbelievable. God bless.
So, folks, there you have it. Another great episode of our show. Endorsement from Queen Latifah. We're going to be on a float at the Puerto Rican Day Parade coming up soon. We're going to have great footage of that. We're also going to be crashing the LGBTQ Pride Parade. We'll see what happens. We have a lot of fans and a lot of haters in there, so it's going to be great footage. We'll have that coming up, and we're going to have it coming up very strongly for you people. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out winnersaren'tlosers.com and patriotcigars.com. All links below. Great gifts for Father's Day. We love Father's Day. And also, Like Oats, we'll put them down there too. Great company. Tremendous, delicious, savory, sweet, buttery taste. Unbelievable. And look, that's our episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Come back next week. It's going to be a great week. I'm going to continue fighting to take back our country, fighting against the haters and losers, the DAs with fake charges all over the place. They say they're going to indict me here, they're going to indict me there. I say, bring it on, okay? Bring it on. You think Meatball Ron could do any of that? Not a chance. He's too busy pushing elderly people off cliffs and saying how much he hates Memorial Day. There's a real winner. Unbelievable. But it's a great thing. I want to thank God for getting me through rehab and getting over my cigar addiction. I'm down to just 1 or 2 puffs a week on Sundays or holidays. You look at Memorial Day when you're outside in the park, a couple puffs, it's good. And it's great. You look at Sleepy Joe creeping out the African-American children while I teach them how to read. And I'm saving the people from Lori Lightfoot doing drive-bys all over the place. It's not good. But we're taking back our country. We're fighting hard. And we're doing great things. And frankly, it's huge. We love you. We want to thank you for watching. And Let's do the happy dance. Look at that dance. Unbelievable dance. That's the winning dance. That's the economy back, everything back, the war in Ukraine ending, and we're going to end it in 2 seconds, that I could tell you. So thank you for watching. We'll see you. We'll see you at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. We'll see you all over the place. Frankly, it's going to be huge, okay? Believe me. Have a great night. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Unbelievable. And comment. You got to comment. Show baby.